called, I like to look at things and like sometimes break things down, as I say, to like primary colors when we're being in this body. So like primary colors of emotions, for example, like happy, sad, mad, glad, fear. And a lot of things come out of combined combinations of those, or interpretations, or evaluations that we have in our life. A lot of different feelings we can have. So just one example of how I like to break things down into primary colors, primary building blocks. And then with our body bringing so much information into our experience, which probably you've already heard, like 80% of our information we're getting is coming from below the head. Essentially, it's coming from our body, our subconscious, conscious body intelligence, neuroception, and 20% is coming from the cognitive or the mind information coming and forming our experience and what we are interpreting or what way we're being with that comes 20% from the mind. So as we have been being with these ways to connect and co-regulate and partner through life, and what the child needs when growing up is a lot of holding, not just physiologically, but energetically, emotionally, and the nervous system to get a sense of the holding and safety. So that gives the feedback to our little computer systems of like, it's safe to be here. So some of the primary building blocks, I think, of humaning, is we feel safe, we feel seen, we feel loved, feel appreciated. And a lot of that comes from the feedback through our body, right? Our direct experience, like Karen said perfectly earlier, put my arms up and I wanted to be scooped up. Like I wanted to feel that. And then I got to create that for myself with my child in the tent and have that feedback loop of satisfaction and reciprocation and mutuality, right? So the feedback loops, we can actually learn how to play with them or manipulate them, or self-regulate is probably a term people have heard. And so we obviously have our senses. So we have our sight, our hearing, our voice, our feeling, our smells, and we can use pretty much all of those capacities for self-regulating. So I wanted to go through a few of them because they tend to connect to these the 10th cranial nerve and the other facial nerves that are informing our nervous system, our brain, about whether we're in the safe zone by the sounds that we hear, by the response that we have around us, because our sensory system, our safety mechanism of our polyvagal nerve is always on, checking, are you there for me? Am I safe? Am I going to be okay? So if we go from top down, we can go through a few of these. One is the eyes, which we are always looking. So if you can imagine, if we're like hypervigilant, for not feeling safe, our eyes are going to be really focused and darting and doing certain ways and maybe have certain type of motion. So one way to help the nervous system get more tone, then the vagus nerve get more tone, is to actually use the eyes, because they connect right into the 10th cranial nerve. And I call it eye yoga. So it is where we actually look completely to one side. And you could just do it seated with your nose towards the center, although it still works even if your head is oriented somewhere else. And you can have it do it eyes open or closed. And essentially you want to hold it there for a period of time, each side, and then again. So it could be 30 seconds and then a minute. Let's just go ahead and I'll start with putting our eyes themselves, our eyeballs, like we're looking through our ear on the side that you're already looking to. Yeah. And you just stretch it there. If we haven't done this very much, it might start to feel sore, or it might jump. It might kind of track, but just into a different mode, but just pull it back over there. Like you're looking over that shoulder. And then bring your eyes to the center. I like to blink and kind of give them a little stretch break, and then look over to the other side. Just going to do a bit of a shorter version right now, just to get the sense of it. And so we're looking as far as we can over the opposite side. We're looking over that shoulder, but our head is, and it even works if our head turns, like those twists that we do in yoga, and they have us look all the way over our shoulder. I've noticed, oh, it's actually also toning our vagus nerve. What I love is I've done this in bed when I have not been able to fall asleep, eyes closed, whatever position I'm in bed, and I do this practice, and most of the time I fall asleep before I get to doing both sides twice. Let's go ahead and come to the middle, do a little blink break, and then just practice just going over to the other side again. And the signs that it's starting to sink in and help you regulate are deep breaths, yawns, feeling more heavy, maybe feeling your temperature change, feeling more present, feeling calmer. And then let's go back and bring the eyes over to the other side. Normally would do that a little longer, but just doing both sides twice. Yeah, we're doing the simple version with our hands wherever they are. Sometimes people like to put their hands behind their occiput and rest like that. And you can look out to the elbow on one side or stretch your arms out. It all works. Okay. Stay there for a little bit more if you feel like it, or do a stretch. Go ahead and look up to the sky or look around where it feels right for your body. Yeah. And just a hand if you felt any shift from that. Feel any shift in your way of well-being? Okay. Yay. Yeah. Great. The next one, as we go down, we get to the ears, and the nerve comes out, and it comes around the ears, inside the ears. So one thing you can do is like this, do peace signs, your fingers, and you can put your ears in the middle, and you can massage. Go ahead and rub on both sides of your ear. You gotta go up behind your ear and down underneath. And just feel like just however feels really good for you. And just doing it. You can do one at a time. I was teaching my kids how to do this. You can put your hand on the desk and people won't even know what you're doing in class. You get dysregulated in class and just give yourself your own little ear massage. Yeah. Yeah, that's it. And then we can go inside the ear, just inside this little flap here. And you can go inside your ear like this. And it's kind of like a real firm pull. And you can move, you can rotate in there, or you could just do a firm pull, almost like getting hooked by a clothes hanger on your ears right there. Whew. Yeah. And you hold it. Yeah, just go to your comfort level. I like it kind of strong. Phew. When I'm massaging people, sometimes I like pinch and rotate around, and so like we're getting to go to sleep again, it works really well, or when moving into deeper experiences or after getting triggered, feeling dysregulated right here. Yeah. And then I usually like to, just do whatever feels good. I like to massage it in the front a little bit. We're doing a quicker flyby here. And a deep breath. And as we move down, we have the mouth and the voice. So the sounds that we're hearing feels, I'm not sure what you said. Oh yeah. Yeah, Doogie. A little tricky with earbuds. But Doogie just mentioned something in the chat about earbuds, but it's also interesting. I just was learning this. Part of what my more recent training, my current training I'm in is for to be a facilitator of the Safe and Sound protocol. developed by Stephen Porges. And I have done it with my children, but now I'm getting certified to be able to offer it more to clients. And it's all about like how the inner ear is receiving the sound and the muscles that they have to engage in order to receive and perceive what's happening. And the sense that higher sounds and lower sounds are usually indicating not safe environments, but the middle sounds more like a mother's lullaby or a soothing sound or a sigh is what actually sends the message to our brain and our body that we're safe. So sometimes if we've been in traumatic scenarios or challenging situations, our ear can be hyper tuned to the high and the low, and it doesn't actually have muscle development to rest more in the mid zone, even if the sounds are there. So there's a way of training the middle ear and the nerves and the brain to notice those sounds more and actually like kind of like rebalance the equalizer in your own nervous system. So when we are doing toning ourselves and our own body, we're actually stimulating that on our own. And part of what this training shares, why I was referencing to the earbuds, is that if you wear over earphones, it actually connects with more of these cranial nerves because some of them, they're not just in the eardrum, they're on the outside of the ear. So I recently bought some of those headphones, which I'd never ever owned, and I was using them. Yes, Adele's got them. I was using them just with my normal like learning and things, and I felt so much more relaxed. I got a few. So even just that, without it being the specially fine-tuned protocol that they're suggesting, even just that has made such a difference for me. I feel so much more present and relaxed and able to receive what was coming through the headphones. So thus this whole ear massage and all the things, and then this, which is the making of the sound. So even when we sigh, we're giving the information to the brain, to the body, I'm safe. All is well, I'm safe. And then there is a particular sound that is known to tone the vagus nerve, which is VOO. So if you want to do this with me, let's do an inhale. And if you are able to make sound where you are, so go ahead on the exhale. Let's do a VOO together. A long VOO. VOO. Let's do 3 of them. And just allow a few moments just to receive the benefits of that. Notice. Mm-hmm. Mm. Yeah. And then one more I'll share here is bringing in your own personal touch that actually can stimulate oxytocin. And I love that Adele's here because I feel like we talk a lot of the same language. So I'm like, yeah. So if you start with like little light fingers, if you start at the top of your head and just lightly let them pet down your body, your face, excuse me, specifically, and then down your neck. And yeah, that's it. Just at a slow pace, and go ahead and do a few washes over your body, just usually with the eyes closed. Just feel the contact of the skin on your own body. And if you want, you can go down your arms, down your body. It's like it connected, slowish, lightish touch. And one more, down your face, your body. We can get relaxed from these practices, and then we can add in even the more love hormone, like yummy, yummy, yummy. And is that if you feel a little tension in your body, like your sternocleidomastoids, especially these right here, this muscle here is related also to the vagus nerve and tension. And when we're not feeling safe or we're hypervigilant, it gets extra tight. So if you do a little self massage where you hold, squeeze, massage the neck and down to the shoulder, and you're also relaxing that part. Oh, there we go. My neck just cracked. Let's go ahead and do that there. Ooh. Ooh. Yeah. Phew. Yeah. Oh. I'm just going to remove my pen and we can do this. And then if we can just let ourselves, now we've made room and we're flowing. And if we bring our shoulders up to our ears and inhale, this is the fun option at the end. You inhale and imagine you're like pulling all the energy up from the earth, from your core, up, 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 and bringing that energy and power to be able to let go what no longer serves you as you let down your shoulders. And do it again. Now that you know what to do. Oh, that's it. Yeah. There we go. Beautiful. Wow. Wow.